It is symbolized and taught to the apprentice as well as to you by the compass and the square, upon which, as well as upon the book of your religion and the book of law of the Scottish Freemasonry, you have taken so many obligations. As a knight, you have been taught by the swords, the symbols of honor and duty, on which you have taken your vows. It was taught you by the balance, the symbol of all equilibrium, and by the cross, the symbol of devoutness and self-sacrifice. And all that these teach and contain is taught and contained for enter apprentice, knight, and prince alike by the compass and the square. For the apprentice, the points of the compass are beneath the square. For the fellowcraft, one is above and one beneath. For the masters, both are dominant and have rule, control, and empire over the symbol of the early and the material. Freemasonry is the subjugation of the human that is in man by the divine, the conquest of the appetites and passions by the moral sense and the reason, a continual effort, struggle, and welfare of the spiritual against the material and sensual. That victory, when it has been achieved and secured, and the conqueror may rest upon his shield and wear the well-earned laurel is the true only empire.
Okay, the truly holy empire of reason, okay? So let me explain to you the symbolism of Freemasonry. This is the compass, okay? What does the compass do? The compass sets the boundaries. It rules, right? This is a square, okay? The square limits, okay? So the idea is that when you first join Freemasonry, you have to focus on the square, which is your own spiritual alchemy, okay? To discipline yourself, to focus yourself, to learn how to be ruled, okay, by the compass. Then you reach a point where you must rule yourself. So you must teach others how to be disciplined, how to be focused. And then you reach a point when you combine the square and the compass, which is you lead the Freemasons to control the whole world to create the holy empire of reason. All right? So according to different ranks, you see the symbol in a different way. All right, the G, what does the G stand for? Well, there are three different interpretations, okay? It stands for geometry, of course, because of the square and the compass. It stands for God, or Gnosticism, or Grand Architect, okay? So what the Freemasons believe is that there is a God, but he created this world for us to perfect by ourselves, then God left us. So he's the architect, but that means that we have a responsibility to renovate and perfect the world that we live in, okay? But there's also people who believe that the G stands for the generative principle, okay? So there's male and there's female. The female is a productive principle, the thing that gives birth. The male is a generative principle, the thing that energizes the female. Okay? So what's interesting is that if you put all this together, you put generative principle, generate, plus geometry, what you get is God. Okay? And what does generative and geometry equal? It equals AI, artificial intelligence. So at the very beginning of Freemasonry, there was an impetus, a desire among them to prove that they could be God by creating life itself.